guys, welcome back. It is your favorite Gimp of the Limp, and I'm here with a very, very, very special treat for you all. This is SAS Rogue Regiment. This is the final version of it. It's finally here. I've been waiting on it so long. God, it's like Christmas and come early. This one is one that I did a couple of videos on last year. It was my absolute favorite preview that I covered last year. I thought that they just did an excellent job when it came to the stealth and the commando-like gameplay that they were shooting for. They just really knocked it out of the park with this one. Go check out my previous videos on it, but we're going to do some more playthroughs with it. In this one, you're kind of like the commandos from that old 90s video game where you're sneaking in, you're trying to accomplish an objective, and you've got a handful of guys against walls of Germans, and you're trying to just, it's awesome. Friggin' beautiful, man. We're going to take a look at the black box version of it. This one has, I believe, almost all the expansions for it. It doesn't have like the dice tray, but it has like everything else that came with the game. And I cannot wait to get into this thing because it's so heavy I can barely lift it because it's a box of awesomeness. Oh, it's beautiful. My wife got onto me because I kind of teared up when it arrived, and she's like, "What's moving you?" And I'm like, "It's finally here. It's finally here. I've got it in my hand right now." And she's like, "You didn't act like this when our children are born." And I was like, "Yeah, but those are kids. We got 4 of them. I've only got 1 of this." And it's awesome. And besides, I had to wait longer for this than I had to wait for the kids. Yeah, she didn't take that very well. I might be sleeping on the couch, but it's worth it. So let's see what we got. We're gonna take this in steps. I'm gonna be slow and careful with the baby. So this is some little timer. I think this has to do with counting down for like when the alarm's going to go on. Looks like we got some type of armored car here. Those look like torpedoes, maybe, probably some type of objective. A couple little admin markers here. And this is beautiful. This is a little dice tray that you could get with the game. So when you fold this thing out and do the whole 9, it turns into this little dice tray that looks like a guard tower. So I'm gonna have to put this one together and use it for the game because it's so awesome. And I don't know what this is. I don't know what any of this is, but it looks cool. I like it. It has markers like a commando would. So that's like health. And it's got actions. So this is them just being in a rowing boat and what they can do. Axis modifiers maybe for shooting at them. Their modifiers for like shooting out of it. They can have a gunner. Oh, cool. That's so cool. And we've got a Mustang. No, Hawker Typhoon. Yeah, I should know that. We got a Typhoon. It can fire rock. Oh, we can call in airstrikes now, and this thing has a lot of health. It's got cannons, it's got rockets, can move 1 tile. Do we have a piece for this? Oh, it's probably in here. Let's keep going. And this looks like just a player aid. Look, they've got everything just wrapped in plastic just to make sure it stays so neat. Yes, this will be our player aid, and it goes into all the details. I understand the rules because I like I said, I played it last year and it was awesome. They really, really just did such a fantastic job when it came to things like patrolling enemies, their lines of sight, potentially alerting. Your commandos are going to do things like hide in the bushes and wait for an enemy patrol to come by. And as soon as they come by, you're going to jump out, you're going to knife them, you're going to drag them in the bushes, and then you're going to keep going with your mission. Oh, it's awesome. God, it's a thing of beauty. Oh, look at this. Yes, quick reference guide. Stealth section, standing actions, crouched actions, carrying objects, all that stuff that you would do in one of those type games like Desperados or that ninja one that I can't remember, samurai one, whatever. Games of that ilk, right? Where you've got just a handful of guys and you're trying to sneak in, accomplish your objective, sneak out. This is the board game version of it, and it's freaking awesome. All right, here we have a rule book and a mission book. I'm not going to go too in-depth into the rule book because you guys will see that when we start playing. But there's a fair amount of rules to this. But this is not hard to understand by any means. Now, the rules I read last time didn't have a whole lot about vehicles. because the basic scenario I played did not have vehicles in it, but there will be vehicles in the game as well. You're going to have things like pistols, traps, your little Sten gun. My favorite is the fighting knife because that's an instant kill and you can just hop out and boom. And one of the coolest things about this is you have the ability to do what's called a mark. So you can mark an enemy that's on patrol, and as he's coming around on the enemy turn, your guy will execute his action. So you can basically plan out your attack. That way you can knife him, pull him away, hide him, and you don't get caught. Oh, look, and now we're going to have scuba gear, med packs, landmines, grappling hooks, rabbit's feet, and a sniper rifle. Oh, God, I can't wait. Okay, I got to stop. We got to show everything. And we got a bunch of missions in here. See, mission 1. I'm not going to try to spoil everything. Black Box Silent Night 1 Kickstarter missions. I'm flipping quick. I don't want you guys to see too much because we're going to get into it. But yes, there are a lot of missions. And supposedly there's some missions that get even bigger. The tiles for this game, as you guys are going to see, are about the size of this box. Usually your mission's going to be between like 2 and 4 of those tiles, but you can have missions that have up to like 12 tiles. So just spread across your entire table as your guys moving on. Oh, and speaking of which, something I am going to do is I'm going to use some minis that I have with this game. I've got German troops and some units that work well with commanders. I've got a mini just like him. Check out the game 148 Tactic. And the units that are in that game, the miniatures, it's about 4 minis per box. Will work so well with this game. Definitely worth it. Plus, 148 Tactic is awesome in and of itself. So it's win-win. You're getting a good game and you're getting minis that you can use with this game if you want to. The only thing I'd have to figure out how to account for the crouch, but I'd probably just use the token with it to signify it. But we have new commandos. Because last time I only had Jacques. And who else did I have? Was it Patty? Yeah, I think it was Patty. Those two came in my little test kit. So these are all new to me. We have Anders now. He has a pistol. Looks like a harpoon gun. He has the knife ability. And he can do scuba. So he's going to be our underwater guy. These are like special actions. That's like your little mark ability. Their health is kept track of over here. We have Ginger. Looks like he's the sniper. Also has a knife. I love the knife. God, the knife is the best. You have to get in close and personal, but it's quiet. And we got the sniper. That's going to be a little problem. It's a little harder to hit with the pistol, especially at range. Nancy's awesome. She has the special ability to walk amongst the Germans. And she can do a thing where she can walk up to the Germans and distract them so your other commandos can sneak by. So she goes up and flirts with them, gets them to look a different direction. That way you guys sneak on by. And she can knife the Germans. I don't know what the dead rat does though. I have to figure that one out in the rules. She has dead rats. All right. And Henry looks like he's probably French. He does explosives. Some type of I don't know, fuel explosive maybe, Sten gun, pistol, and grenade. So just like a basic guy. And again, our 2 guys that we saw previously, we've got Patty. He's got a Sten gun. He's got a pistol. I think those are C4 explosives, so he can plant those. And he has this bear trap ability. You can see he's got the token for it, so he can set out the bear trap secretly. And then when the German comes patrolling by, bear trap gets him, kills him, and then he can hide the body. He's awesome. And then we have our commando Jacques. This is the commander, the one I used a lot. His mark ability with his knife. He has the grappling hook. So there are special spots on the map where you can use a grappling hook to go over the wall. And he's got grenades. That's actually how I started the combat when I played the game. Last time I used the grenade to toss it into a bunch of fuel barrels to blow it up, which alerted the Germans, obviously. Now, we're not going to get into all of these cards because there's a buttload. All of these are going to be event cards, right? And those look like maybe admin cards. But to show you guys, your cards are going to look like this. This is your stealth side on the left. This is your alert side on the right. So it's either going to tell you who and what the Germans are doing as far as patrols, like what direction the stationary guys turn and who's patrolling. It's either going to be the black or the white Germans that are, well, not black Germans, but you'll see when we play the game. But it tells you that. And then if you are alerted, if the combat is going on, you're looking on this side and it tells you if there's any reinforcements coming in. And this would be a lot of reinforcements. So there's a buttload of these cards. Looks like some of these are the specials, like Jaeger here. That's a expansion. Don't know what the orange means. Gray, don't know what that means. Brown. Sorry, my camera glitched out on me and I lost a little bit of footage, but that's all right. We're going to jump right back into where we left off, which was the cards. All of these are basically going to be event cards. They're just going to be different depending on the scenario. My guess is the color coding on these is going to determine which ones you're going to use. Some of them will probably be easier. Some of them will probably be harder. I really like this. The organizational tray that comes with this is going to make it easy for the game. And oh, look at these. Look at those. That's beautiful. Those are some beautiful dice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like those. I like those. And here's just a little piece to put together that little clock. Let's take this out gently so we can look at our huge amount of trays that come with this game. Or not trays, all our punch boards, because there's a lot. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that stack. That's a big stack right there. Is the box part of the game? I'm looking at this. There's actual stuff in here. I wonder if you use the boxes as part of the terrain, because this looks like an infirmary or a prison cell maybe. Look at that. I mean, that's what the terrain tiles look like. I could almost see them saying, set up the boxes, the terrain. Oh, that's cool. I like that. All right, we're going to take a quick look at these and I'll chuck them back in the box as we go. This is a line of sight tool. I do know that. Here we got vehicles, different types. This looks like one that you would use maybe on escape. Here's our commando tokens. That's what like the German tokens are going to look like. So it's like an officer token. And then these are going to depend whether or not they're alerted. So you've got 2 of each type of commando, right? And that's because they can either be alerted or still stealth. So Jacques here, that's his not alerted, that's his alerted. So that means the Germans do know where he's at and they're going to start shooting. These are like admin markers for things like ammo, markers, health, all that, the usual good stuff. All right. Here we got a bunch of Germans. Entry points, that's what stuff like this is. So the Germans, when they're coming onto the map, they're going to come on from these points. These guys are, this will explain what I was chuckling about earlier. See how some of them have white and some of them have black as far as the outlines on there? That's going to be the way you're going to determine who's going to move and patrol at what times. This looks like an explosion radius marker, so in case it scatters. German armored car. This is going to be like objectives. So the one I played actually had these, and these were crates that needed to be destroyed. You either had to hit it with a grenade or hit it with some C4, stuff like that. We've got motorcycle and carriage, little truck here. This looks almost just like the previous one. Yeah, very similar. Signifies explosion, but just more German units and vehicles. Ooh, fire markers. I love fire. Oh, and we got a bunch of dead bodies here because they don't go away if you don't hide them. So if you just shoot a guy and he's out in the middle of the road, even if you're lucky enough to not have your gunshot be heard, the Germans can still see a dead body. And if they see a dead body, they alert it. So you have to be very careful on how you kill the enemy to make sure that you don't leave traces around. I love that. You actually have to put them in things like the bushes, the trees, an empty building, somewhere where it's like signifying the fact that you're hiding that body. That's what these are used for. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to play this game. And oh, look, a little boat or a little dinghy. That's that piece we were looking at earlier. I think this is where our guys enter from. We can have up to 4 commandos on a mission. more Germans, more bodies, another explosion, some objectives. Oh, look, there's our plane. That's when we're going to be calling in like an airstrike. Oh, it's freaking awesome, man. God, I love that. Oh, no, they got tanks. Look at that. They've got tanks. They've got anti-air emplacements. They've got some machine gun teams here. That looks like another one of our commandos, I believe. Because, yeah, that's an alert. And these, I don't know what this is. That's like a bunch of maybe we get some troops on some of our missions because these guys are all wearing the berets. So that might be what that is, like reinforcements to help you attack. Cool, like that. And there's the flip side of that one, but nothing too special. And this is part of the Jaeger expansion. Looks like that one has a lot to do with the ships and the boats, so we can have potential German boats coming after us as well. Some more cars, boat, Panzerfaust, so specialized German troops. No! Oh, okay, quick. If you get to the alert and you're not close to the end of your mission, you will get wiped out. The Germans outnumber you, they can outgun you, so you really have to be stealthy in this game. More armored cars, some, what is that, like a Puma? A Puma! And a loaded truck full of troops. Oh, and there's a sub. Look, we got the hot dogs expansion. They got more vehicles, flame markers. Oh, patrolling dogs. No, is that what that is? Yeah. Yeah, that's a dog. Yeah, I'm right. Doggies coming after you. No, they got patrol dogs. We don't want patrol dogs. They'll kill us. That's bad juju. Oh, no. See, this looks like Kickstarter exclusives that we've got. More commandos, markers for that extra commando we were talking about. Yeah, look, he's got a cigarette. I love it. I love it. That's so French. That is so French. More German specialized units. And here we go. Now we're into the rest of these are going to be tiles, and I do believe these are double-sided. Yes, they are double-sided. All right, so you're going to have some stuff on one, some stuff on another. Just real quick, when you're looking at these like dotted lines that you see here, that is where those German units are going to patrol. And these triangle markers are where they start. So you might have one start there, and they patrol around. Same here with the black markers. And you have to be concerned with that. When you have markers like this, that's where it's a stationary sentry, and he's going to spin around, and you have to keep that in mind so you can run behind him when he's not looking. So all of these different tiles, we'll just flip them real quick, let you guys see. We got buildings, roads, patrol. Oh, look at that bridge. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Love that. Oh, I love that. That's a good looking tile. I want to do that mission. I want to start from the beginning. I want to play through them all. Oh, look at that. We got a little dock. Yeah, this looks like it'd be part of like the Jaeger expansion, maybe. More pathways, sentry spots, patrol areas. This looks like where we might take our boat to creep up on the mission. Oh, and you can tell like this is open terrain, and you see how this is shaded. Shaded means like if your guy's in there, he's not going to be spotted like right away. So it's a more concealed area. Oh, like that. Like that. And we've got a few more buildings here. I think this one was the one that I started next to in my first mission. Because, yeah, I like ran a guy up. And then I brought him around over here. And as the German patrolled through, I knifed him as he came through the door. I love it. I love it. God, it's beautiful. Can't wait to set this up. Can't wait to set this one up. Yeah, a lot of water on one side, fields and buildings on the other. We've got some that have like roads and then big buildings on the other side. Gives a lot of options. Oh, look at that. You could have like the sub pin here, right? They have their sub and we got to creep in and destroy their sub. I love it. Love it. That mission's going to be awesome. That mission's going to be awesome. Here we go. Just a few more buildings, roads. Another little T intersection over here. And how many? We got a couple left. A few more buildings. And another little building set, some roads. And like I said, just think about how many different ways you can set all those tiles up. You can have so many different variations. Little dock here. Oh, that's a nice looking little dock. German sentry there, German sentry there. They're both watching each side of the river. You probably got to sneak across. You can have your little scuba guy come up, jump out of the water, knife that guy, drag him back in the water. God, I love it. Just in case you guys are curious, there is a post on their Facebook page talking about the game where they go in depth on how to organize this. So all those tokens that are attached down below, they showed how you would organize it, and the player boards here actually fit in. It's cut away right here, so they fit in and don't slide. That way you can have all your tokens and everything neatly organized here, all your cards, and then all the terrain pieces here at the bottom. So that is SAS Rogue Regiment. What comes in the box, or the basics of what comes in the box. They do have a retail box. It is a little smaller. Basically, you've got some fewer tiles and fewer cards. Like I said, a few of the expansions were already built into this box. Oh, and of course, no dice tower doesn't come in the retail box. But I'll tell you right now, it doesn't matter. The game is excellent. If you hadn't ordered it, if you missed it, if you get a chance to get it, it's worth getting. The base game is worth getting. Whichever version you can find. I know you'll probably find it overcosted on eBay now, as a lot of resellers are doing their thing. But if you can find it for a good price, it is absolutely worth getting. If you are a fan of games of that series, the stealth type gameplay, trying to accomplish your mission, this is bar none the best stealth commando style board game I have ever played. It is just excellent. I had a blast with it. I played the same mission. I filmed it once to show people how it went, but then afterwards I played it over and over, a handful of times. I thought about giving away my little preview copy, which had one mission, and I didn't give it away because I kept playing the same damn mission. And now I have all the missions. And I'm going to play all the missions because the game's excellent. It's just excellent. It is worth getting. I can't tell you guys how much it's worth getting. And I know it's hard to trust people online, especially when they've been sent the box, and they did send me the box. But I loved the game before I got sent the box. When I had just the preview copy of it, just that one mission, I had so much fun with it. That's why I keep stressing to you guys, this game is just freaking phenomenal. It is absolutely 100% worth it if you are a fan of games of this series. All right, I'm going to stop yapping about it. You guys go check it out for yourselves. Stay tuned. I am going to figure out a good mission to set up, and we're going to show you guys some gameplay here very, very soon. All right, that's going to be it for me. Y'all take care. I will catch you in the next one.